Hey, Violet. About dinner next weekend? There's something I want to check with you.
Oh, you mean the dinner with your friends, right? What do you want to check?
Yeah, about that. My friends are mostly elites. They all went to well-known universities. So, there's something I'd like you to be mindful of.
Something to be mindful of? Now I'm worried I might say something weird. I'll be careful, but what exactly are you referring to?
No, it's nothing too difficult. But they usually talk about work or politics. So I thought it might be better to avoid casual topics, everyday stuff.
Huh? What do you mean by everyday stuff? I can talk normally, right?
Of course, you can talk normally, but maybe try not to bring up family stuff or my parents' jobs too much. How can I put this? The conversation might feel a little different in terms of level.
Do I really need to be that cautious? Aren't these close friends of yours? They all seemed like nice people.
Yeah, they're nice, but my friends work at top companies, and some have even started their own businesses. So I really don't want to leave a bad impression in front of them, especially when it comes to family stuff. I don't want them to think we're ordinary.
Wait, ordinary? We come from a normal family, right? Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not bad, but my friends really care about status, so I just think it'll be better to keep family stuff a bit vague.
I don't know. That kind of thing bothers me a little. Is it really necessary to be that cautious just because we're from a normal family?
Violet, don't get me wrong. I just don't want to embarrass myself in front of everyone. I want them to think we come from a respectable background, and they do notice that kind of stuff.
But does it really matter what kind of background we came from? They're your friends, so I don't think you need to try so hard to impress them.
No, it's because they're my friends that I care even more. Especially in my position. I don't want to be looked down on, so I'd appreciate it if you could be mindful too.
I feel a little uncomfortable with this, but I'll be careful.
Thanks. That's a big help. I'm sure it'll be fine, but if anything happens, I'll back you up. I've wrapped up my work for the day. I just got home now. How about you, Violet? Are you working overtime or...
Gabriel, you must be tired from work too. I'm not working overtime. I just finished eating and I'm about to take a shower.
About tomorrow? Is 11:30 at the station okay?
Yeah, my parents' house is close to the station. That time works just fine.
I'm so nervous.
It's okay. My parents are kind. And you can just be yourself, Gabriel.
Introducing myself for marriage is a big moment, Plus, it's not just any introduction. It's the first step to being accepted as a life partner. That's why I'm so nervous. I know it myself. It's completely different from usual. You only get one chance at this, and there's so much pressure not to mess it up.
Well, I kind of understand how you feel. When I went to your place the other day and met your parents, I was super nervous too. At the moment I introduced myself, my heart was pounding and my hands got sweaty.
Right? That moment really gets to you mentally. I was so nervous that I almost couldn't understand what I was saying. Plus, I think guys get even more nervous. I mean, we're the ones asking for their daughter's hand, right? There's a lot of weight in those words.
What? What makes guys feel more anxious? I was just as nervous meeting your parents, so I think it's about the same for both of us.
But worst case scenario, he could say something like, "You can't have my daughter." What would I even do if your dad said that? Game over, right?
No way. He would never say that, don't worry. My dad's not old-fashioned like that, and I'm sure he already likes you, so there's nothing to worry about.
Well, you never know, right? Marriage is a pretty big deal for parents, and their feelings could change. Plus, from what you've told me, it seems like your dad is kind of soft on you. So maybe he'll think, I don't want to give away the daughter I've raised so lovingly.
That won't happen. My parents are just kind. If there's ever a problem, they'll tell me. And I'm sure they trust you, Gabriel, so it'll be fine. So don't stress out too much, okay? Tomorrow's a big day, so just make sure you don't oversleep and come in refreshed.
I wonder if I can even sleep.
I'm telling you, it's going to be fine, so trust me.
All right. After I eat and take a shower, I'll get to bed early tonight.
Okay, then I'll message you when I wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Support me tomorrow, all right?
Today, I ended up getting nervous too. It's funny because they're my parents. But really, thank you so much. I'm so full of gratitude for you, Gabriel. My dad and mom both said you're a wonderful person.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear that.
But you seemed a bit off halfway through, right? You kept going to the bathroom a lot. Were you maybe nervous and had an upset stomach?
Well, I wasn't feeling too well.
Oh no, are you okay?
I'm fine now. Hey, I want to seriously talk about the wedding. We'll have to start planning soon, so I'd like to go over some things now.
Huh? What? Did you already find a venue or something? If so, that's amazing. Actually, I've been thinking about a place too, and I wanted to talk to you about it. I thought you might be interested too.
No, that's not what I mean. Actually, this is kind of hard to say, but I'm thinking maybe it's better if we don't invite your parents to the wedding.
Huh? What are you talking about? I don't understand at all. Did something happen?
No, it's not that. I just think it'd be better for your parents too. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable.
For my parents? What does that even mean? Why can't my parents come? I really can't accept this.
It's not that they can't come. It's just, my parents, they really care about things like education. They're fine with you. But when I think about your parents' education, I'm worried about how mine will react. You understand, right? I went to a prestigious university, and that's what's expected from my family. My grandfather's the chairman of the company, and there's this sense of pride in our family. Everyone sees us as elites, and they don't want to break that image.
But they knew I came from a regular family, and they still gave us their blessing to get married, right? So why are you bringing this up now? If education was such a big deal, they could have looked into it and stopped us from the start. Why bring this up at the last minute?
I think they accepted us because you graduated from a prestigious university and got a job at a big company. That's why they didn't oppose it. But when it comes to your parents' education, I'm not sure how they'll react.
Even if you say that, my parents are really important to me. I can't imagine not inviting them to our wedding for such a reason.
But the truth is, both your dad and mom didn't graduate from college, right? Honestly, I was surprised too. I didn't expect them not to have a college degree. And when I heard they work in a factory, I wasn't sure how to handle it.
What are you saying? Are you looking down on my parents too, Gabriel? If that's what you think, I'm really disappointed.
No, that's not it. It's just that in my family, everyone's a college graduate. At the wedding, I'm sure my parents and relatives will talk to your parents, and I'm worried your parents might feel uncomfortable. My family has this bad habit of looking down on others.
I don't think my parents would even care about that. Besides, isn't it your job to stand up for them?
I'll support them as much as I can, but I'm afraid they'll feel out of place.
I won't let that happen.
As the bride, you've got so much to prepare. And on the day of the wedding, you'll be so busy that you won't be able to look after every little detail. You can't be by their side all the time to support them, and that's why I'm even more worried. Plus, this is our wedding. It should go perfectly, right? If something goes wrong or the atmosphere gets tense, it could ruin what's supposed to be a special day. You don't want that, do you? I'm worried that if something goes wrong on the one day of our lives that's supposed to be perfect, we'll end up regretting it every time we think back on it.
I really don't understand what you're saying, Gabriel. Why are you saying such terrible things about my parents? How can you say something so cruel so casually? They're my family, and to hear you talk about them like this, it's honestly shocking.
That's not what I think. It's my parents and relatives who think that way. I didn't want to say this either, but I couldn't ignore their concerns, so I had to tell you. I mean, who wants to admit that their parents are obsessed with education? I hated bringing this up, but I thought you needed to know.
But why does that mean my parents can't come to the wedding? I can't accept this at all. If you think it's wrong to be so focused on education, then why aren't you trying to convince your parents otherwise? If that's really how you feel, you should be talking to them and making them understand.
I've told you before, but changing my parents' minds isn't that easy. That's why I'm telling you now. It's just how things are.
I could never do that. There's no way I could not invite my parents to the wedding.
I'm really sorry. I know what I'm saying is awful, but I just don't know what else to do.
Yeah, you're right. It's awful. So why are you saying it?
I'll talk to my parents again. I'll make sure they don't say anything rude when they meet your parents.
But do we really have to go that far? Aren't you just overthinking this, Gabriel?
No, I'm sure it's better to tell them beforehand. If we do that, they might better understand our situation and hold back.
Hold back? Hold back from what? Is it really that bad that they didn't graduate from college? I don't think so.
There are still people who look at it with prejudice. I think that kind of thinking is terrible too. But there are people who see things differently, and we can't avoid that.
But saying that my parents shouldn't come to the wedding is just wrong.
I'm sorry. Let's put this conversation aside for now. I'll figure something out, so don't worry.
How did it even come to this?
I said I'm really sorry. I should have told you about my parents from the start.
Enough, Gabriel. I'm definitely inviting my parents to the wedding. If I can't do that, then there's no point. If anyone says something rude to my parents at the wedding, I won't stay silent. Remember that. Hey, I need to ask you something. I just can't let it go.
Huh? What's up?
Are you hiding something from me?
Not really.
Did you talk to my parents?
Why? Did something happen?
Out of nowhere, they said they were not coming to the wedding.
Why?
I should be asking you that. Did you bring up the education thing with my parents?
I would never do that. That would be way too rude.
Then what about your parents? Did they talk to mine? Did they contact them without telling us?
I don't think so. When I told them about your parents, they were like, well, since Violet has a good education, it's fine. And they said that after we're married, my parents won't have much to do with yours anyway. They did ask me not to mention to the relatives that your parents didn't graduate from college, though.
Then why?
Did they not say why they weren't coming to the wedding?
They said your family is too impressive, and they feel embarrassed to attend.
Violet, did you tell them what I said? About my parents being focused on education?
Of course not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Then maybe your parents felt some kind of pressure on their own. Once they learned about my family, it probably made them feel that way. Think about it. When they see my family's background and status, wouldn't they feel a little out of place?
What? What do you mean by that? Are you insulting my parents?
No, I'm not insulting them. It's just... not to brag, but my grandfather's company is pretty big, and it has a certain scale. Most people would feel that way. My uncle is the current president, but eventually, my dad will take over. And one day, I'll probably end up in that position too. So if you marry me, you'll eventually be the president's wife. With that kind of status, people will be watching, and we need to have a certain level of standing.
My parents don't care about that at all. They're not the kind of people who look down on others or change their attitude based on someone's job or education. They take pride in having lived their lives through their own hard work.
Even if your parents think that way, maybe they were just worried about you, Violet. They might have thought you'd feel out of place around my family. And maybe they didn't show it on purpose because of that. I think they might have felt inferior on purpose to avoid embarrassing you. Maybe that's their way of showing love, even if you didn't notice.
I've never felt that way, not even once. My parents are people I respect, and I've never been embarrassed by them.
Yeah, I know. Sorry that came out wrong, but I thought they might feel that way at least a little.
Maybe. If that's the case, I feel really bad for my parents. But if that's really the reason, I'm starting to think maybe we don't even need a wedding.
Don't say that. I want to see you in a wedding dress and have our friends and family see it too. And I want to show everyone that we're starting our lives together.
But what's the point of a wedding if my parents aren't there?
Come on. We still have time before the wedding. We've only set the venue and date, right? We'll keep planning and maybe your parents will change their minds by then.
I don't think so. I'm really worried.
All right. I'll talk to your parents again. Maybe I can convince them and they'll change their minds.
Really? But will that really work?
If your parents still decide not to come to the wedding, then maybe we just have to respect their decision.
What? But...
I mean, forcing them to attend won't make things better for you or your parents, right? It'll just make things awkward for everyone, and that's not good for anyone.
I get it.
Okay, I'll swing by and see them on my next day off.
Yeah, thanks, Gabriel.
No, I'm the one who said something awful because of my parents' focus on education. And I want your parents to come to the wedding too.
I'll let them know you're coming again. I know you're busy with work. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I just want to do whatever I can to make you happy. Violet, do you have a minute? I've got some great news. I got a call from the wedding venue staff today. Apparently, there was a cancellation on the date we really wanted.
Oh.
What's that reaction? Are you still upset about what happened the other day? Honestly, I think your parents were the ones in the wrong.
Why?
Why? I didn't do anything, but your dad told me to get out. I just asked him to come to the wedding, that's all. After being treated like that, I honestly don't want them to come anymore either. Do you think maybe they've got some sort of complex about education or their background?
What are you even talking about?
Anyway, I'm angry too, so don't invite your parents to the wedding.
It's fine because I won't be going either.
What? What do you mean you're not going? It's our wedding. This is an important event, so why are you suddenly saying you won't go?
We're not having the wedding anymore. I've decided I don't want to marry you.
What? You can't just say something like that out of the blue. I don't even know why. It makes no sense. Did I do something?
Do you seriously not get it? I know all the terrible things you've done to me and my family. You tried to hide it, but everything's come out now.
What? What are you talking about?
From the moment you found out my parents didn't graduate from college and that my dad works at a factory, your attitude completely changed. I noticed it. You said your parents were the ones obsessed with education, but really, it was you all along, right? That's why you told my parents not to come to the wedding, because you thought they'd embarrass you.
That's not true. I never said that, and I never meant it that way.
I'm telling you, I know. You told my parents directly not to come to the wedding. Remember that moment when you and my mom exchanged numbers after the intro? I've seen all the messages you sent after that.
What? Your parents showed you those?
No, I looked at them myself. My parents didn't say anything, but I checked. So there it was, throwing around comments like, a high school diploma doesn't mean anything, and stay away if you're working in a factory. You even told them you don't want them involved in our lives after we get married, didn't you? I read everything.
That's not true. My parents told me to say that, so I had no choice.
I even asked your parents directly. They were shocked and said they didn't know anything about it, and they completely denied the whole education-obsessed thing. So it was just you acting on your own, wasn't it? Your parents are at my parents' place to apologize, so why don't you come over too?
What? So my parents are at your house right now?
Yeah. They asked to see the WhatsApp messages, so I showed them. I've already told them that I'm calling off the engagement.
Wait a second. Calling off the engagement? That can't be real. You accepted my proposal because you loved me, right? How did things suddenly end up like this?
Because I didn't know the real you. You were all nice on the surface, but behind the scenes, I had no idea you were treating my parents with such contempt. No one ever suspected you would look down on my family and insult them behind their backs.
Violet, please, just calm down and listen to me. I'm seriously thinking about our future. It's already said that I'll take over my grandfather's company and become the president. That's why, if people find out my wife's family is low class, it could damage the company's reputation.
So that's why you decided to exclude my parents from the wedding? Is that really your thinking? You're willing to cut off my family just to protect your status and image? I can't believe this.
No, I get that's how it sounded, but it's not like I was trying to completely exclude them. I just wanted them to step back a bit in public to avoid any discomfort for either side.
The fact that you can only think about things that way proves I can't stay with you.
Violet, no, that's not what I meant. I really do love you. You're smart, you're incredibly attractive, and I'm proud to be with you wherever we go. Being with you is something I take pride in.
I'm not marrying you so I can be your trophy. And who do you think raised me to be the person I am today? My parents. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't even exist. And yet, you insulted them and said they couldn't even come to our wedding. Of course my dad is furious.
I'm really sorry, Violet. I'll apologize. I'll apologize to both your father and your mother. And I'll make sure they attend the wedding, so please, forgive me.
I can't be with someone who looks down on others because of their education or job. I can't marry you.
Violet, please, just give me another chance. I swear I'll never do something like this again.
If I have to be betrayed by you a second time, it's better to end this now. I'm glad I found out who you really are before we got married. Maybe you're the one who's truly low class. I don't need someone who can't even value their own family in my life.
Don't say that.
It's over between us. I'm not sacrificing my parents for the sake of marrying you. Never come near me or my family again. If you do, I'm prepared to take legal action, so keep that in mind.
This can't be happening. You don't have to go that far. I didn't mean for things to end up like this. Please understand. Violet.
After the engagement was called off, Gabriel went around telling his friends things like, I dumped Violet, and I canceled the wedding because her parents are just commoners, and it was embarrassing. But one of our mutual friends reached out to me and told me everything he had been saying. I even showed them the WhatsApp messages and proof of Gabriel's comments about looking down on my parents. As a result, his friends distanced themselves from him, and he completely lost their trust. Gabriel had always been the kind of guy who cared about appearances and wanted to be seen in a good light, so I guess his friends finally saw his true colors. As for work, he used to brag about working for his grandfather's company, But in reality, he was terrible at his job. It eventually became clear to his boss and colleagues, and his reputation at the company plummeted. His boss wasn't even mad, just disappointed, saying they couldn't expect anything more from him. The idea of him becoming president of that company someday? A total pipe dream. Now that he's lost his place, Gabriel doesn't even leave the house anymore. He's practically shut in, living a lonely life with no one left to talk to. Honestly, whatever happens to him now isn't my concern anymore. I just hope he pulls himself together and starts working properly again. As for me, I took a family trip with my parents using the settlement money I received from Gabriel. I felt really bad for putting them through all this, but both of them were genuinely happy, saying, "It's a good thing you didn't marry him." Next time, if I do get married, I wanted to be with someone who truly values both me and my family.
Hey, Emma. How you doing?
Hi, Olivia. I'm doing all right.
It's been 6 months since my husband passed away.
Yes, it has. Time flies by so fast. I've been so busy with work that I haven't had much time for myself.
I know you are busy with your work, but don't you feel like you should be taking care of me?
What?
Do you know how I have been feeling for the past 6 months?
Well,
my husband had always been there for me, and now he's gone. Every day I am lonely and feeling depressed. And you never even call. You're so cold.
What? Haven't you heard anything from Brian?
About what? He seems to be busy with his work, so we haven't had much time to talk. What the hell is going on with you guys? I wonder if I have to keep an eye on you too.
So here's the thing.
I don't really care what's going on between you two, but I can't live like this anymore.
Oh.
Because think about it. Before, my husband used to come home from work, spend time together. We used to talk about the day's events and have dinner together. But now, there's nobody. No one even gives me a call.
Are you talking about me?
Who else is there? I eat alone, I go to bed alone, and when I wake up, there's no one there. Do you know how lonely it is to live like that for 6 months?
I can sort of understand.
Oh, really? I don't think you do since you got Brian. You wouldn't understand how I've been feeling.
No, I'm serious. I do understand how you have been feeling.
Anyway, I didn't text you to talk about my feelings. It's been 6 months since my husband passed away, so I've decided to move out.
What? Where are you going? I haven't heard anything.
Of course I'm going to live with you guys. Who else do I have?
You're kidding, right? Haven't you really heard anything from Brian?
What are you talking about? What's wrong with me moving into my son's house?
Moving and living together with your son is okay, but the house is not his.
I just want to live with you guys so you can take care of me.
No, I won't be able to take care of you.
Huh? You're my daughter-in-law. How can you be so cocky? I've always hated that about you.
Sorry about that.
So, my stuff will be delivered tomorrow. I'll need you to clean up the house for me, okay?
Why?
I'm going to stop by a friend's house and then come over there, so I'll be a little late. You just make sure everything is cleaned up by the time I arrive.
I don't like it when you do things like this. I have work to do. I'm going on a business trip tomorrow, so I won't be home.
You always put work first. At an important time like this, you should at least put your family first. Anyway, make sure you put my stuff away properly.
No, I can't do that.
Did you forget what I said?
What?
You're going to take care of me from now on. Hey, Emma, what's going on? Where are all of my stuff?
I told you I was on a business trip and couldn't be home, didn't I?
I don't care about your business trip. They took away my stuff. And now I have to reschedule the delivery again. This is not a good start, you know?
Excuse me when I say this, but are you insane?
What?
About you moving in.
I'm serious. I'm already at the house.
What?
I started redecorating the living room first because everything is dull.
Wait a minute. Does that mean you're already inside the house?
Yes, that's right.
How did you get in?
I got a spare key from Brian.
He gave you the spare key?
That's right. He made one and gave it to me last week when he came back to my house.
What? I can't believe it. But now it makes sense. That's why he didn't return it.
What on earth are you talking about?
You really don't know anything?
Don't know what?
I divorced him 2 months ago. He didn't tell you about it when he went back to your house last week, did he?
Divorce? What are you talking about? Are you just talking nonsense just because you don't want to live with me?
No, I'm not.
Brian suggested me to move in with you guys. He really understands how much I miss my husband. He really is sweet, isn't he?
What?
And on the other hand, how can Brian not say anything when he's divorced? Stop lying.
I don't know why he didn't tell you either.
Enough with the lie. By the way, there's no food in this house. Are you even going grocery shopping?
I'm not a housewife anymore. I have a job.
Don't be a nag. Go out and buy some food right now. It's a waste of electricity if the fridge is empty.
You even check the fridge?
Of course. I had to check how much you're taking care of Brian. But it's even worse than I imagined.
I live alone now, so I don't really need to stack up groceries. And I didn't buy it because it was before my business trip.
You were so quick to make excuses. By the way, your bedroom is now my bedroom.
Huh?
I've got Brian's approval already. I thought I should have my stuff here before I move in, so I had all of your stuff taken out of your bedroom.
What do you mean, all of my stuff?
A bed, a dresser, a small desk, etc. I got rid of all of it. Now that my room is clear, I can make it just the way I like it.
What are you doing? You can't just come into someone's house and get rid of their stuff. What you're doing is totally against the law.
Well, Brian has already agreed to everything. If he says it's fine, there's no problem.
I told you that Brian and I got divorced 2 months ago. We're not married anymore. You are trespassing to my private property. Do you want me to call the police? Because I will.
Are you still saying that? Brian is the owner of the house, right? A mother entering her son's house is not trespassing.
How many times do I have to tell you? Brian and I are divorced.
Then why are you living in this house? That's strange, isn't it?
It is because I'm the owner of the house. I bought it before I married Brian. It wasn't subject to property division.
Enough with the lie.
I'm not lying. I have the title to it.
Then why does Brian have the key?
Because he never gave it back to me. I asked him to return the key when we got divorced. He said he'll bring it back soon, but he never did. After that, I couldn't get in touch with him anymore. I was going to change the lock.
You were such a good liar. You make it sound so real.
I'm not lying. Are you even listening to me?
Whatever.
I just remembered that I left some work papers on my desk. You didn't throw away those papers, did you?
Huh? I don't know anything about that. I got rid of all the papers as well.
What? Those were important documents from work. What do you mean you got rid of them?
If they were so important, why didn't you just keep them with you? I don't know why you're complaining to me now.
How dare you come into my house without my permission and throw away everything? I'll report to the company everything about how you disposed the documents. Those documents contain personal information of our clients. That would be a violation of the Personal Information Protection Law. You better be prepared to be fined.
What's that?
Will you stop imposing your sloppiness on others? It's worse to leave such important documents at home, isn't it? Don't try to get away with this. You trespassed into my private property and disposed my personal stuff on your own. As I said before, I'm no longer related to you. So this is all a matter for the police.
Stop with the nonsense already. Don't keep telling me you're divorced.
I can't do my job if I'm on WhatsApp with you. Anyway, that's my house and you have to leave right now.
Huh? My stuff hasn't arrived yet.
I don't care about your stuff. Even if your packages arrive, I'm not going to let them in my house. I suggest you change the delivery address as soon as possible. I will be back from my business trip in a week, so you better make sure it never arrives at my place. Olivia, what is wrong with you?
Oh, what is it?
I told you to leave the house 2 days ago, but you're still there, aren't you? If you don't get out soon, I'll call the police for trespassing.
Are you still talking like that? You better start to understand who's the boss here.
I told you, I'm not married anymore. I divorced Brian 2 months ago. I now live alone in a house I bought myself. The one you're in right now.
I don't believe that, and I haven't heard anything from Brian. You're wasting your time trying to get rid of me with your cheesy lie.
I see. Then let me ask you something. Do you see any of Brian's stuff in the house?
What?
Take a look in the closet. His suits, clothes, hats, bags, etc. I think there aren't any at all.
Huh?
Take a look around the front door. I don't think there's even a single pair of his shoes. Didn't you notice all this time?
I don't check every single detail. I just got rid of your crappy stuff that were in the way for now.
Why don't you check to see if there are any of Brian's stuff?
Fine. Oh my God. It's full of clothes that are in bad taste in this closet.
What do you mean, bad taste?
I also checked the front door, but I can only see your shoes.
Right?
So it's true that you divorced 2 months ago?
I told you many times it's true. He said he was going to tell you about it, so I believed him, and that's why I didn't contact you. But I guess he didn't tell you anything.
Why did you guys get divorced?
He was having an affair.
An affair?
Yes. It's been more than half a year now. Just around the time your husband passed away.
That's a lie. He would never do such disrespectful thing.
He kept working late. At first, I thought he was really busy with work. But one day, I smelled perfume coming from his suit.
Perfume?
Yes, you know, that he doesn't like that kind of stuff. That's why I began to suspect his behavior. After that, he continued to work overtime and went on business trips. I hired a private detective and had him checked out.
You did that? I can't forgive you did that behind his back.
He was too suspicious. And it turned out he was having an affair. Moreover, several shocking photos were taken, and in no time, I had all the evidence I needed.
What shocking photos?
Do you want to see it? The two of them walking into the hotel holding hands. A few hours later, they came out of the hotel. Also, there was a picture of them happily drinking a glass of wine together in a hot tub.
Oh no.
If you want to see it, I can send you all the pictures.
No, thank you. I don't want to see that. So, where is he?
I don't know, since I can't contact him right now. Perhaps he is living with his lover at her place? I don't think he has the kind of money to rent an apartment or condo, so...
Why?
Because he's paying alimony, so his savings must be gone. I'm pretty sure he's broke by now.
Wait, what are you saying? You have to go get him and help him right now.
Huh? Why would I?
We can find out where he is using a private detective, right?
You know it's not free to do that, right? I won't spend my precious money for such a waste.
A waste? How can it be a waste to find your husband?
Huh?
You two should get back together. You'll take him back home and have a normal married life again. That's the way to make everyone happy.
Huh? Are you crazy? Why do I have to bring back my ex-husband who cheated on me?
He was having an affair. Probably you didn't take enough care of him. Why don't you guys talk it over and live together again? That's what you really want, right?
Whatever the reason may be, I cannot forgive him for having an affair. I have no intention of getting back together with him.
Then what about me? What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Please ask your son. I didn't ask for any of this, and I have nothing to do with you guys.
I'm here because I canceled my lease. I've moved my stuff out. And now, where do you want me to go?
You're really not letting this go, are you? I'm calling the police now.
Huh? Emma, could you please reply? I have something important to tell you.
Make it quick. I'm busy working.
I went to your house just a while ago. I saw that the nameplate was for a different person.
Oh, I sold the house.
What? Why?
Because I thought that maybe you and Brian might barge in since you two might be broke. And I guess I was right.
Oh no. So, where are you now?
Why would I have to tell you?
Because I would like to know, okay?
I can't tell you. You're a stranger. You're going to barge in on me again anyway, aren't you?
Emma, listen to me. I tried to contact Brian after what happened, but I can't get through no matter how many times I call.
It's the same when I call him.
I still have the delivery company keeping all of my stuff, and they're charging me for it. I can't pay them because I don't have any. Besides, they say if I don't pay, they'll have to send my stuff back to the apartment where I used to live. I'm trying to contact Brian to see what he can do about it.
I think he's avoiding you, don't you think?
What?
I know he was originally trying to get me to take care of you. But now you were arrested and everything. I think that's why he doesn't want to get involved with you.
Are you saying that he doesn't want to take care of me?
Perhaps. He's more scumbag than you think. He's always selfish, always putting himself first. I'm sure he's planning to abandon you and be with his lover.
Oh no. Then how am I supposed to live from now on?
Well, I have no idea.
I don't have a place to live, and my stuff is still at the delivery company.
Well, then you have to start by finding a place to live, right?
I can't do that, coming to the city all by myself. I don't even know where to live, and I don't have any money. Please, Emma, help me.
I'm already a stranger to you. If you want to ask for help, please go to your son. And let me give you a heads up. I will charge you for the damages for disposing of my household goods without my permission and everything. And I will also claim for a fine for violating the Personal Information Protection Law because you disposed of my work documents without my permission. I would appreciate it if you could pay me.
There's no way I can pay that much, and you know that. I'm asking you for help because I don't have any money and have lost touch with my son.
Why don't you just use the police to find him?
No, I don't want to make such a big deal for him.
Then do whatever you want. However, you'll have to pay everything you've done. I'm a person who has nothing to do with this, and I have no interest in getting involved with you any further.
Oh no, you are my son's ex-wife, right? Your ex-mother-in-law is in such trouble, so at least help me.
I'm not going to. You've been bullying me and trying to take over my house. There's no way I'm going to help you.
Emma, I apologize for everything, please.
I'm going to block your account. If you contact me again, I'll call the police again.
Emma, please, don't leave me.
After that, Olivia, who had lost her place to live and her money, went to her relatives for help. When the relatives heard what had happened and learned that her son was currently missing, they were completely dismayed. However, only one of them lent her money with a condition. The condition was that she should live within her budget, and that she would work diligently and repay the money in full. She was living comfortably on a pension, but now she is reluctant to work. But she had no other choice, so she accepted the loan in tears. I heard that she is now living a simple life, working part-time as a cashier at a supermarket in the countryside. She was abandoned by her own son, but she deserves it, considering what she had done. I'm living a carefree life in a new apartment I bought near my office. I'm enjoying my life where all I have to think about is myself, and I'm going to be away from romance for a while. Hey, how have you been lately, Emilia? Well, I haven't really been thinking much about you anyway. Oh, Chloe. So, what can I do for you today? Well, I wanted to discuss something with you, though it's not really something that needs to be consulted with you. Discuss? That's unusual. Did something happen? It's not something as dramatic as a problem. It's just that Asher and I were talking, and we thought it was about time we focused more on enriching our own lives. That's a wonderful idea. Do you have any special plans in mind? Well, we've been thinking that we should start considering what we need for our future, including what's best for the whole family. It's important to think about the family. Exactly, but it might not be something that concerns you much. Our generation's way of thinking is a bit different. What do you mean by that? Well, simply put, in this day and age, we should prioritize our own happiness. There's no need to be tied down by old-fashioned ways of thinking. So after talking with Asher, we decided to make our happiness our top priority. It's important to prioritize your own happiness, but I believe that shouldn't come at the expense of neglecting your family. That's true, but what is the purpose of family anyway? I think holding on to old values like you do is a bit outdated. Times have changed, and so has the concept of family. We're going to do things our way. I understand that, but I believe that supporting each other within a family is crucial. Well, if that's how you feel, that's fine, I guess. But I see it differently. I want to secure my happiness on my own. I don't need to depend on anyone else. But I have my own plans. And to be honest, I never needed your help in the first place. I just thought it was polite to inform you. You were thinking that way all along. But Are you sure that will truly lead to happiness? Happiness means different things to different people. For me, happiness is not being tied down by others. So please don't worry about us. As long as you enjoy your own life, that's all that matters. Chloe, I've been calling you, but are you going to answer? Where are you? It's really inconvenient if you don't respond. The check-in time at the hotel has already passed. I'm well aware of that, Emilia. Please don't contact me over trivial matters. Excuse me? Go ahead and check in. Enjoy your stay at the hotel. Well then, excuse me. Wait a minute. When are you and Asher coming? Didn't we agree to have dinner early? I only ordered dinner for one person, Emilia. No need to stress. Just kick back and have a blast at the beach all on your own. What? Did you just say alone at the beach? No, that can't be right, can it? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. Emilia, enjoy yourself alone. Asher and I decided not to go. We've already made up our minds, so please don't try to convince us. Well, excuse me then. Make sure to enjoy the beach. Wait a minute. This isn't making any sense. I need a proper explanation of what's going on, Chloe. Oh, it's not really that surprising, is it? Basically, we've arranged for you to spend time alone at the beach. It's not that complicated, is it? What? You can't be serious, can you? I thought today was meant to be a laid-back hotel day by the beach for the three of us. Me, you, and Asher. We just finished my husband's funeral, and today was meant for the three of us to unwind together. Oh, did you seriously think that? That's a bit too naive, Emilia. Why are you talking to me like that? You were the one who suggested this trip, Chloe. That's true, but think about it. We're not exactly close, are we? And yet, you so easily agreed to come along. Honestly, it's hard to believe. Well, I was certainly surprised. I know you don't like me, and I was wondering what has gotten into you. But I didn't realize there was an ulterior motive behind it. How naive of me. No daughter-in-law likes her mother-in-law, especially not a nagging one like you, Emilia. There's no reason to like someone like that. You say I'm nagging, but isn't that because of the way you behave? You're terrible at managing money, barely do any housework, and constantly come asking for money. The other daughters-in-law in the neighborhood handle their housework well, and seeing them makes me envious. That's exactly why I don't like you, Emilia. Not doing housework is pretty normal in this day and age. We live in a time where individuality is respected. You should accept my laziness as part of who I am. That's not individuality. That's just laziness. But even so, when I heard you had booked the hotel for me, I was genuinely happy. Too bad for you. Emilia, you're going to have a lonely vacation today. Asher and I aren't coming. Wait a minute. Is this some kind of surprise from you, Chloe? Do you want me to relax? What are you talking about? There's no way I do something like that. This isn't a surprise. It's just a way to get back at you. Oh, I see. But well, maybe a solo trip to a beach isn't so bad after all. Actually, having some time to myself is a luxury I haven't had in a while. Thanks for making the reservation. I'll at least bring back a souvenir. No. There's no need for a souvenir. Besides, you don't have a place to return to, Emilia. If you have time to buy souvenirs, maybe you should ask to live at the hotel permanently instead. What? What do you mean? Now that your husband is finally gone, it's you who's in the way. You should totally consider spending your time by the beach. It's the perfect spot. Goodbye, Amelia.
Wait, Chloe. What do you mean by that? Chloe, this conversation isn't over. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on at all. What do you mean by saying I'm in the way?
Since all of your husband's inheritance will go to Asher, his eldest son, nothing will be left for you at all. So from now on, there's really no place for you to return to, Amelia.
Wait, what are you talking about? All of the inheritance goes to Asher, the eldest son? We agreed that we'd discuss the inheritance after the trip was over. Besides, my younger son is still abroad, so the division of the inheritance was supposed to be on hold, wasn't it?
Oh, really? I don't remember having any conversation like that at all.
What?
When exactly did that happen? Can you tell me the exact time, minute, and second when this conversation took place? On what day of Earth's rotation did this happen? If you can't say anything, you must have been zoning out.
Excuse me?
See? But setting aside your fantasies, let's talk about reality. We're going to take over your house, so there's really no place left for you to come back to. We'll use the inheritance to renovate it into a lovely new home and live happily there, just the two of us. You're no longer needed, so get out. Don't ever show your face to us again.
How can you say such things?
That's why it was the perfect decision to send you off to a remote hotel. Now we can take our time and get rid of all your belongings.
Chloe, so that was your plan from the beginning. Inviting me on this trip was all a lie. You just wanted to kick me out.
Look at you. I can't believe you fell for it so easily. Amelia, you really are clueless. Going off on a happy trip, totally unaware? It's like you're a fool. At this rate, you might even fall for a scam in your old age. You should be more careful.
I never imagined I'd be deceived by my own family, but I didn't think it would go this far.
Oh, finally! I'm going to get that long-awaited house. It was worth waiting all this time in a rental, just hoping for your husband to pass away. My dream is finally coming true.
If you wanted a house that badly, you should have just moved in with us from the start. We even rebuilt that house so it could accommodate 2 families.
Huh? Living with you? That's just ridiculous. In that traditional American house? So tacky. I want to live in a much cuter modern home.
How rude. That house is filled with precious memories of my father.
Those memories don't concern me at all. I'll throw out all your belongings too. I mean, you probably won't need them when you're living by the beach, right?
This is unforgivable. That house is mine. I plan to live there until the day I die.
Too bad. We'll be the ones living in that house.
I can't believe Asher knows about this ridiculous plan. There's no way my eldest son would do something like this with you. I just can't believe it.
Oh, he's fully aware. In fact, Asher is happily throwing out all your stuff as we speak. He's also the one who arranged for the renovation contractors, so everything is going smoothly.
That foolish son of mine. Why would he do such a thing?
Well, if you had some valuable inheritance, it might have been a different story. But all you've got is a small pension, right? Someone like that is just in the way, so I want you to get out quickly. You're no longer needed, so get out. As long as we have your husband's inheritance in this house, that's all we need. Just stay away from us from now on.
What a greedy son and daughter-in-law I have. My husband must be crying in heaven.
If he's crying, it's probably over how foolishly you were tricked. A poor, old, lazy retiree living off a small pension isn't needed in this house. Don't ever show your face to us again.
Fine. In that case, I'll go on a luxurious cruise. I'll be done with you two for good.
What? A luxurious cruise? Are you serious?
Yes. I'll travel around the world on a ship until my time comes. Goodbye.
Amelia, where are you getting that kind of money from? You're not getting a cent of your husband's inheritance.
I don't need my husband's inheritance. I have my own money. After all, I make $10,000 a month.
What? $10,000 a month? Where on earth are you getting that kind of money? That's more than Asher's salary.
Well, even a poor old lady can earn that much if she works hard enough.
No. Normally, you can't make that kind of money. What's going on here?
Even an old retiree can earn a living with a bit of creativity. I sell the crafts I make online. It's a convenient world we live in.
What? Online sales? You, Amelia, doing something like that?
Yes. The neighbor's daughter-in-law complimented my knitting and taught me how to set up an online shop.
What? The neighbor's daughter-in-law taught you all that?
I tried selling a few items and they were a big hit. Soon, my other embroidery pieces started selling like crazy. And now, I'm making $10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month from an online shop? You were unbelievable.
I can keep making crafts even while on the ship. I might even study abroad while I'm at it.
Your enthusiasm for learning is through the roof.
My husband used to say, life is a lifelong learning journey. I need to keep gaining knowledge and learning so I'm not underestimated as just an old retiree.
Wait, if you were making $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year. If only we could use that money for the renovation.
Too bad, but I'm going to spend all that money on my cruise.
Please don't be so cold, Amelia. Let's live together from now on.
What are you talking about?
Going on a cruise can be risky. What if something like the Titanic happens? You definitely wouldn't survive.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I once participated in a winter swimming competition with a neighbor's daughter-in-law, you know.
Wait, who on earth is this neighbor's daughter-in-law?
Well, I'm off. This might be my last time in America, so I'll make sure to enjoy the beach to the fullest.
Amelia, this conversation isn't over yet. Can you stop abruptly ending our chats on WhatsApp? Please, calm down a bit. If you live with us, I'll even give you a small private room.
What?
If you'd like, I'll even take care of you in the future. We'll look after you properly, so please feel at ease and live with us. A trip on a luxury cruise ship is risky, and you should reconsider. Living with me and your son is definitely safer and more beneficial. You'll be able to relax too, Amelia, right?
A small private room? You mean that little shed you built in the garden?
Exactly. We prepared it especially for you. Think of it as a gift and be happy about it.
This is absurd. The idea of stuffing me into a place like that is unforgivable.
But wasn't it your dream, Amelia? To live peacefully at home until your time comes? Now that dream can come true, so isn't it great? So forget about the luxury cruise and live here with us. And you can keep running your online shop, so there's nothing to worry about. Of course, you'll have to pay all the costs for us to live together. But then, you'll be able to live worry-free, right?
Paying for everything? That's impossible. But I bet you think it's only natural if I'm going to live with you, don't you?
Of course! Since you'll be living with us, it wouldn't hurt to share some of the burden, right? It's definitely better to spend time with family than to go on a solo trip on a luxury cruise ship. I'm sorry for kicking you out, but we really do need you. Please come back to our house soon and live with us. By the way, do you two know whose name is on the deed of that house? What? What are you talking about? Whose name? What do you mean? The house is in my younger son's name. Since you've been doing whatever you please, I contacted him. He said his overseas assignment is ending soon, and he'll be coming back. What? The younger son? You mean Ash's brother? That's right. And when he returns, he'll be living in that house. Because, you see, ever since the house was rebuilt, it's been in his name. No way! Oh, did you forget? When we rebuilt the house, we put the loan in his name because you two refused to have it in yours. What? I completely forgot. So the house wasn't in your husband's name? You can stay there until he gets back, but once he does, you'll need to leave quietly. After all, that house isn't yours. No way! If you can live in that little shed, I think it's a fantastic idea. What? Well, I'm off on my trip. I won't be coming back to that house ever again, so enjoy it while you can. I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Asher and Chloe's plan completely failed. When the younger son returned to the country and confirmed that the house was indeed in his name, Asher and Chloe were forced to leave the house. Asher begged his younger brother, but after betraying the family, he was coldly told that they would never be allowed back into the house. Chloe was furious, but having canceled their rental, they had no place to live. The couple had no choice but to find temporary housing and moved into a small, rundown apartment. However, their financial situation became increasingly dire, and they struggled to make ends meet. Though Chloe regretted her actions, it was too late, and there was no one left to help them. Meanwhile, I started a new life with my younger son and his wife. I continued to run my handmade goods shop, enjoying precious time with my grandchildren. Now, I am deeply grateful for the kindness of my younger son and his wife, and I am living a happy life. I plan to continue living prudently to ensure that this happiness never slips away. Lucy, I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. Robin, what are you talking about? You're my mother-in-law, and you're living with us, so it's only natural for me to take care of you. Even so, since my daughter moved out, I think I've been putting too much burden on you. Molly had to move out because her husband got transferred to another office, so it can't be helped. She'd been coming to our house to help you even though I'm here. I am grateful for her assistance. From now on, I will take care of you and your husband. I know I may not be able to do everything, but I would do my best. Thank you, Lucy. However, since I won't be able to continue working as I used to, we might have a little financial problem. You don't have to worry about that. As for me, I'd be more than happy to have you at home. Thank you very much.
Lucy, are you at work? You've been home all these days, right?
Huh?
Are you taking days off to take care of my parents?
Taking days off? What are you talking about?
Huh?
We talked about this when Molly and her family decided to move out.
What?
If I have to take care of them by myself, I won't be able to work like before. I'll have to think about using an elderly day service or a helper.
Huh?
But then, you said, there's no way we can spend money on such services. You yelled at me, remember?
Of course. We don't have that kind of money to spare, do we?
I said I would pay for the care out of my income, but you told me not to waste money like that, and you won't pay a penny for it.
Then why did you quit your job?
Huh? When I told you that it's impossible to balance work and taking care of them, you yelled at me, saying I have to figure out a way to do it by myself. So I had to quit my job to put your parents first. If I want to take care of them without spending money, I have to quit my job, right?
Huh? What kind of selfishness are you talking about? Then I'll be the only one working. I never said you could quit your job. You're going to make me earn money all by myself.
But you insisted that I should take care of them myself. Are you not listening to me? I had no choice.
All you had to do was to be quick and efficient. You've been too easy on yourself, leaving everything to Molly. And yet, you quit your job on your own.
Huh? You're not even doing anything yourself. Do you know how hard it is to take care of elderly? You don't know anything. You should wait until you actually do it yourself before you start talking like that.
You're my wife. Taking care of my parents is your job. Why should I have to do that? Can't you even balance work and taking care of my parents?
I didn't want to quit my job either. I've been promoted, and it's been so rewarding. If you're going to tell me not to quit my job, you should have helped me taking care of your parents from the beginning.
I've been working from morning till night as best as I can, you know? And on top of that, you want me to be a caregiver?
It's the same for me. I had a full-time job, so I'm on the same terms as you. That's why it became impossible for me to work when Molly moved. Don't you understand that much?
Huh? You're my wife. How dare you talk to me like that? There's no way I can take care of my parents.
I'll teach you how to do it. It's something you do every day, so you'll learn quick.
Why do I have to take care of them in the first place?
They are your mother and father, right? They deserve to be taken care of. If you're going to tell me not to quit my job, then help me take care of them.
You really don't get it, do you?
No. You're the one who doesn't get it. Then let me use the care service. Then I can keep my job.
I told you it's a waste of money.
Then how am I supposed to take care of them?
That's why I told you to figure that out for yourself. You just don't get it, do you?
What you're asking me to do is impossible.
You're the one who really can't do anything.
Huh?
You're a wife, but you can't balance work and taking care of my parents. Isn't that the worst?
Huh?
You should just get out, you useless wife. If you don't want to be kicked out, make sure you balance work and taking care of them. I'll accept you as my wife if you can manage both.
Lucy, do you have a minute? Yes, I do. What is it? I'm so sorry that you have to take care of us. Robin, you don't have to worry about that. As for us, we'd like John to do more around here, but he wouldn't listen to me no matter what I say. You and your husband don't have to worry about it. But you had to quit your job because of us, didn't you? What? Just now, John just came in, yelling and told us about it. Did he say that? He said that you can't work because you have to take care of us. He also said that because of us, he has to earn money by himself and can't rely on you. That's terrible. So I just wanted to tell you that we may be slow and limited in what we can do, but we're still fine. You can keep your job. What? But then I won't be able to take care of you. It'll be just the two of you. Can we use a care service? What? There are so many convenient services available now, so we can use them. We're just grateful to be able to live at home. Whether we go to a nursing home during the day, whether a helper comes here and takes care of us during the day, either way, I don't mind that at all. But John is strongly against that. He says it's a waste of money. Don't worry about it. It's after he goes to work. Besides, we can pay for some of it too. We've been saving up some money, you know. Well, I'm really sorry for how John has been, leaving all the care of his parents to you. We're disappointed in him. This is something we decided after discussing with Molly too. She knows about this too? I'm kind of sorry. Don't be. Molly was mad at John too. She was worried that she had done something bad to you. Oh, not at all. So, you have nothing to worry about, okay? Please, go ahead and arrange a caregiver for us. Hi, Robin. Do you have a minute? Hi, Lucy. What's wrong? John just came home a little while ago. Yes. I now understand why he didn't want me to quit my job. Why? Apparently, a month ago, he had a trouble with his client company, and he had to take responsibility for that and had to resign his job. Apparently, he'll be out of a job at the end of this month. What? That's really pathetic. He was forcing you to balance work and taking care of us just because he was getting fired? Lucy, I'm so sorry about this. I'll inform Molly myself, and you can keep your job. I understand. I'm sorry that it has been like this. What are you talking about? Of course, we're not that old yet. Don't worry. We have the situation under control. So, are you used to your job yet? Yes, I am. I've taken a remote job so that I can spend some time at home. It's a company I've always worked for, so the work is smooth. I think this way of working is better suited for me. I'm still getting used to some part, but it's fulfilling. That's good to hear. Thank you, Robin. So, are you making any progress on the thing we discussed about? Yes, everything will be ready by the middle of next month. But are you sure about this? Of course. Me and my husband want you to be happy, so you don't have to worry about anything. Thank you, Robin.
Lucy, I don't think you're out working. Are you still not working? I told you, you're supposed to balance work and take care of my parents, didn't I?
I'm working. I'm working from home now.
What? That's no way to make money. If you are working, you're supposed to make a decent amount of money. Don't you understand that?
Just because I work from home doesn't mean I can't make money. It's still a job. Besides, if I could work from home, I'd know how your parents are doing.
I told you to leave if you're useless, didn't I?
Does leave mean divorce? Then let's get a divorce.
Huh?
If you want a divorce, that's fine. In exchange, you'll take care of your parents after I leave.
I can't take care of them. Are you kidding me? You may think you're threatening me, but it won't work. Go find a job that pays well. Hey, Lucy, where the hell are you? What's this all about?
What's going on?
I just got home from work, and what the hell is going on? There's nothing here. Where are Mom and Dad?
That house is on the market.
Huh? I didn't hear anything about that. What do you mean?
Your mother and father told me the other day. They are sorry to keep putting me through all this trouble with them. And it's too hard to use the care services, so they wanted to go to a nursing home.
What? Why don't you take care of them?
You told me not to quit my job, so I can't handle it alone. I told you everything, didn't I? Your parents saw how busy I was, so they decided to do it. It looks like Molly has already agreed to it.
So, Am I the only one who didn't know?
You always refuse to listen to others. When Molly decided to move out, I had to take care of your parents by myself. Or, when I decided to quit my job, you just kept forcing me to do the way you wanted.
What are you talking about?
I told you repeatedly about your parents moving into a nursing home. But you just kept saying, "Shut up, do something about it yourself." You wouldn't even listen to me.
What?
So I talked to them and Molly, and they let me make a decision.
You're lying, right? Why didn't you tell me something so important?
How many times do I have to tell you? You just don't listen. It seems your parents have been thinking for a long time that they would go to a nursing home. A good friend of theirs had been admitted to a nursing home, and they heard a lot about it. And they thought it wasn't so bad.
I don't know about that.
So we talked about it. We decided to sell the house and use the money to pay for the nursing home.
Oh no, then you better work harder.
Huh?
You can work as hard as you used to because you don't have to take care of mom and dad anymore, right? Right now, go back to your old job and work.
I'm working at my old job.
What?
I'm just allowed to work from home at my old job. I go to the office once a week, but the rest of the time I work from home. My income is the same as before.
Then you'll be working for me from now on. Since we no longer have a place to live, you're going to find a new place to live and you're going to earn money for me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I've worked hard all my life. I'm not like you who quit your job to take care of my parents. From now on, you're the one who has to work to make up for all the work I've done.
Huh? Are you saying I've been slacking?
Weren't you? You've been living at home all day long. A wife who doesn't work is worthless.
You only thought of me as a useful servant.
Huh?
A servant to bring money to you.
That's a wife's job, right? If you don't have to take care of mom and dad anymore, you can do a wife's job as much as you can. I don't need a useless wife.
You're right. I'm useless. I'm not even going to be useful to you anymore.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I told you a month ago, let's get a divorce. I'm no use to you. I couldn't even take care of my in-laws. And the job doesn't seem to be what you want either. I'm no use to you, so let's get a divorce.
Wait a minute, I quit my job.
What? What do you mean?
Well, I had to quit my job for various reasons. If you divorce me now, I won't be able to make a living.
Let me ask you this. You're not going to depend on me to make ends meet, are you?
Yeah, until I get another job.
You're the one who told me to get out of the house because I'm a useless wife, right? I'm ready to divorce you.
At the time, I was also frustrated by the issue of taking care of my parents. I didn't mean what I said.
But I've already made up my mind.
Huh?
Your parents and Molly have agreed to this. They also know we're getting a divorce.
Huh? Is that what everyone thinks?
Well, your mother told me that she's sorry for putting everything on me. She said she can't cause me any more trouble. She wanted me to get a divorce as soon as they move into a nursing home. That's what her husband says too.
Did my mother say that to you?
Yes, she did. And Molly also. Molly said she's sorry to have such a brother. She told me to get a divorce and I should just enjoy my life.
Even Molly said that?
Your parents and Molly said they didn't think you were such a selfish man. They said you should just start over from the bottom and go through all the hard work. I'm lucky to have a wonderful family, except for you.
Oh no, I've had some problems and hardships on my own too.
Then why don't you talk to me about it honestly? We're a couple. We can talk about the good and the bad, can't we? You kept talking one-sidedly, making me do everything. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused the people at work?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's too late for that. I've already decided to divorce you, so...
Don't say that. I was just taking advantage of you. First of all, how do you expect me to live from now on?
I don't know. You'll figure that out for yourself. That's what you always told me, isn't it? You always told me to think for myself, right? I'll say it right back to you.
Lucy, don't be so cold. I'm out of a job.
So? I also lost my job suddenly because of you. And yet, thanks to the trust I've built over the years, I've been able to get my job back and work remotely. You should work on building a relationship of trust with people at work too.
Oh no.
Oh wait, but you got fired, didn't you?
How did you know that?
One of my colleagues at work happens to be a salesman who goes to your office. He told me that you got fired. He told me that you didn't have a very good reputation within the company.
Well...
He told me that you were also arrogant at the company. It's normal to get into trouble. I'm not going to live the rest of my life with someone like that. You see the divorce papers on the table?
Divorce papers? Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I've been telling you all along. When you fill out yours, just take it to the city hall.
Wait a minute. I didn't know anything about it. I never said anything about a divorce.
I'm sick of it. Now that my in-laws are safe, I don't owe you anything anymore.
You're not coming to live with me?
We're getting a divorce, so no. You have 1 week to get out of that house. After that, the contractor is supposed to start remodeling.
Huh? Wait a minute. What am I supposed to do?
So, you have 1 week to decide where you want to live. After that, you're free to do whatever you want. Well then, take care of the divorce papers.
Lucy, wait!
After that, John contacted me several times to apologize. So I blocked him because he was too persistent, and he seemed to have given up and filed the divorce papers. It took some time, but the divorce was successfully finalized. He spent most of his income on video games, movies, and drinking. He had no savings, so he's now working at a factory where he can live in and work. As a first-year working adult, I would like him to understand how hard it is to work. I have rented an apartment near the company and continue to work from home. I have enough income to live comfortably on my own. I also regularly visit Robin and her husband at the nursing home and chat with them. I would be lying if I said they are happy living there, but they are very happy when they see me, so I will continue to visit them.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!